So I've been asked to do a video on what fish mix with guppies. Now, guppies are a beautiful little fish with lovely colourful tails that are very, very popular. Now, one fish you don't want to mix with guppies is Siamese fighting fish, because they look too similar to the guppies, and the Siamese fighting fish will often attack the guppies. Now, guppies are obviously something you can keep with guppies. Just be conscious of your males and females, because it's good to have more females than males, because the males are horny little bastards that try to harass the females and breed with them all day every day. Now, most of your tetras are pretty well fine with guppies. More tetras in here. Most of your live bearers are pretty well fine with guppies. Things like your clown loaches are good with guppies. Things like your scissor tails are very good with guppies. Things like your rainbow sharks are okay with guppies, because the rainbow sharks usually hang out down the bottom and don't bother the guppies too much. Things like your Siamese flying fox are pretty good with guppies. Watch barbs. You really don't want to put any barbs. More barbs. Barbs are not a great thing with guppies because they often nip on the tails. Now, crabs. Very hit or miss. If you get a good crab and it stays away from your fish, that's fine, but they're not all good. Some of the little bastards. Congo tetras are usually fine. All your catfish are usually fine. Like these Plecostomus jumping around the bottom, they're all usually fine. Tetras are fine. Tetras are fine. Now, something else to be conscious of is a lot of your tetras are acidic water fish. So you want to just watch your pH. If you keep your pH about 7.2, the tetras usually tolerate it, and the guppies are okay with it. But the guppies are more brackish water, so the guppies do prefer higher pH and more salt. So there's a compromise you might need to meet there. Corydoras Catfish. Excellent with guppies. Guamis. Very hit or miss. Sometimes you can put guamis with guppies and they don't bother them too much. Other times it can be a real nightmare. If you've got a real energetic guami that might chase the guppies down and bite their tails and stuff, definitely not necessarily recommended. Bristlenose catfish, excellent with guppies. Harlequin rasboras are good with guppies. Cardinal tetras, excellent with guppies. Once again, pH thing. These tetras are usually good with guppies. Zebradanios are usually good with guppies. Serpier tetras, you got to watch them because they can be a bit nippy. Same with the guamis. Barbs, stay right away from them. Angels are a little bit hit or miss. If you get a bastard of an angel that chases the guppies, it could be a problem. Most of the time they're pretty well fine. Now, most of your live bearers are all fine with guppies. Silver dollars and silver sharks are normally fine with guppies. If they get real big, then they might nip at the guppies, or if you just get like an individual that's a bugger, he might nip at the guppies. Now, what else have we got over here? Yabbies, very hit or miss. Depends on the personality of the yabbies. They might eat your guppies. Then, mountain clouds, usually great with guppies. Blue eyes, good with guppies. Rainbows, a little bit hit or miss. You can get nippy ones, but usually good with guppies. Most Australian native fish eat guppies. Feeder fish, forget about it. Saratoga, he'll grow big and eat your guppies. Oscars, he'll love eating your guppies. Peaceful South American cichlids are an option if they're small, but can be a problem as they get big, they'll eat them. This bastard of a fish, Leperinus, isn't good with anything. Definitely not guppies, because it nipped the crap out of the fins. Now, these are not a great idea with guppies because they'll breed, get too aggressive and attack your guppies. Oscars will eat your guppies. Sinspirums will cause you trouble. Red devils will just go and kill them. Big cichlids, forget about it. Red devils, they'll love your guppies. They'll eat them in no time. Cichlids, forget about it. All this side here is African cichlids, and they will eat your guppies, so don't put cichlids with guppies. Sucking catfish, yes, you can go with guppies. And what else have we got? Saltwater fish, best you don't put them with guppies. Stingrays, as a stingray gets bigger, he'll probably eat your guppies. Now here's something that does go good with guppies, is spiny eel. Spiny eel is an awesome little fish, good with guppies. Sleepy cod, he'll eat your guppies. Gudgeon, he'll eat your guppies. Big angels will eat your guppies. Corals don't mix with guppies very good. And definitely don't put your guppies with reef sharks. Or you. None of these are very good with guppies. They like being with guppies, but the guppies won't like being with them for the 30 seconds that they're alive. Discus fish are usually not a great choice with guppies because of differences in pH, and large cichlids, no good with guppies. So anyway, here's a bit of a tour of Majestic Aquariums in 2016, an overview of what you could come in and consider getting if you've got guppies. Please comment.